Chapter 3. A dangerous proposition. Malaika sat in her small apartment, staring at the business card she had picked up earlier. Mzee Dogo's garage was scrawled in shaky handwriting. Her instinct screamed that she was stepping into something bigger than she had anticipated. But she had no choice. The police had already brushed off Jamal's murder, and she couldn't trust anyone in uniform. Her phone buzzed. A message from her younger brother, Kigan. Kigan, sis, Yuko Edge, Mambo ya Jamal inaka tricky. Yusikez na watu wa hiyo side. Malaika hesitated before replying. I need answers. I'll be careful. She tucked the phone into her pocket, grabbed her leather jacket, and headed out. The night air in Kariobangi was thick with the scent of fried food and exhaust fumes. The streets were alive, hawkers shouting, potatoes honking, and groups of young men loitering in the corners, their sharp eyes scanning every passerby. She reached Mzee Dogo's garage just before midnight. It was tucked behind a row of old warehouses, its corrugated metal gate half open. Inside, the place smelled of motor oil and burnt rubber. A few mechanics were working under the dim glow of overhead bulbs, but their hushed conversation stopped when they noticed her. A tall man in a stained overall, his face partially hidden under a cap, approached her. Anadafuda nani, Nico Hapakwona Mzee Dogo, Malaika said firmly, trying to keep her voice steady. The man studied her for a moment, then jerked his head towards the door at the back of the garage. Enizakuwa Anakusubiri. Malaika walked past the suspicious stairs and stepped into the back room. It was small and cluttered, filled with stacks of old car parts and a strong scent of cigar smoke. A short, stocky man sat behind a desk, his bald head shining under the flickering light. His deep scars and heavy gold rings gave him the air of someone who had survived many battles. Wundio Yilmwanam Kwa News. Mzee Dogo grunted, tapping his cigar on the ashtray. Nataka Kujua Kuhusu Jamal, Malaika said, sitting across from him. Nani Alamua na Kwanini. Mzee Dogo let out a low chuckle. Anajua. Jamal alikuwa anafanya biashara na watu wabaya. Alikuwa anataka kutoka. Lakini hakuna kutoka. Malaika leaned forward. The syndicate, his face darkened. He took a long drag of his cigar before responding. Hyogina Uzadich ovyo. Kuna watu, Wainasikiza. She pulled out her notebook. Mzee Dogo, if you know something, help me expose them. Give me names. He smirked, shaking his head. Si rahisi haivo, Sikana. Anadani yukafichua high story yudeoka. Hawa watu wainao bila hata kufikiria marambili. Malaika swallowed hard. Then why did your guy tell me to come here? Someone wants me to know the truth. Mzee Dogo sighed, leaning back. Jamal alikuwa na det kubwa. Alikuwa anadaikiwa na ushahidi wa kuangusha baswao. But before he could use it, Akinda, Malaika's pulse quickened. Ushahidi gani? Mzee Dogo hesitated, then reached for a drawer, pulling out a small flash drive. Hindio kichu ilikuwa inafanya Jamal kimbizwi. Yukipata hai kwa wrong hands. Hatakiwa na amani. She took it cautiously. What's on it? Data ya transactions zao. Majina ya. Watu wakubwa watu. Wena inguvu hata kuliko polisi. Yukiamir kundalia na hai. Be ready for war. Malaika exhaled slowly. She had just stepped into a deadly game. Mzee Dogo crushed his cigar in the ashtray. Sasa toka hapa kabla watu wa hayo pan wapate nawu. As she walked out of the garage, her heart pounded. The weight of the flash drive in her pocket felt heavier than it should. This was the proof she needed. But as she turned the corner, a dark figure stepped out from the shadows. Sasa, Malaika, tunaona anatafuta vitu anafaa kuacha. The voice was smooth, cold. Before she could react, a pair of hands grabbed her from behind. The night swallowed her scream.